Hello student, in this video I will discuss about the Gay-Lussac law, Avogadro's law and the ideal gas equation. तो देखो बेटा, सबसे पहला आता है हमारा Gay-Lussac law. Gay-Lussac law was given by Gay-Lussac. It describes the pressure-temperature relationship keeping volume constant. अब यहाँ पे बेटा देखो बॉयल्स लॉ, चार्ल्स लॉ हम लोग पढ़ चुके हैं अपनी प्रीवियस वीडियोस में, तो वहां पे हमारे पास अलग अलग कंसेप्ट था. यहाँ पे हम स्पेशली डील करेंगे Gay-Lussac लॉ के लिए. तो प्रेशर टेम्परेचर रिलेशनशिप है कीपिंग द वॉल्यूम कांस्टेंट. इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज अमेंटन्स लॉ. It states that the pressure of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to the Kelvin temperature at constant volume. Means pressure is directly proportional to temperature, and what we have to keep constant, volume is kept constant, and here the temperature is taken in Kelvin. So you can say that P by T is a constant. Or in other words, we can say P1 T1 is equal to P2 T2. This is the Gay-Lussac's law. Now we will plot the graphs related. Now you see the graph over here. Here we have plotted the graph between pressure and temperature. Over here, the graph is a straight line. Why it is a straight line? Because pressure is directly proportional to temperature. We have seen that we have plotted the graph at different volumes, V1, V2, V3 and V4. Over here, V4 is greater than V1. When we extrapolate this graph, it will meet at 0 Kelvin. Now, see the another graph between pressure and temperature. It is a straight line. Why it is a straight line? Because it is directly proportional to temperature. P is directly proportional to temperature. If we plot a graph between pressure and 1 by T, then also now it will be in the negative slope. If we plot the graph between log P and log T, so it is PV. P is equal to K into constant. So log P is equal to log K plus log T. और किसके इक्वेट हम कर सकते हैं? Y is equal to mx x plus C. तो यहाँ पे अगर आप इक्वेट करोगे log P और log T में डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल है. So again it will be a straight line. And another way, if we plot a graph between P by T and temperature, then P by T is a constant. So if we plot a graph against any axis, it will be a parallel line. So these are the graphs. Now these graphs, when they are plotted against pressure and temperature axis, they are known as isochore. क्या बोलते हैं बेटा इन ग्राफ्स को? isochore graphs when they are plot against pressure and temperature. So these are the graphs of the Gay-Lussac's law. Now we will do a few problems on this based on this law. Now see the question. A cylinder containing cooking gas can withstand a pressure of 15 atm. The pressure gauge of the cylinder indicates 12 atm at 27 degrees Celsius. Due to a sudden fire in the building, the temperature starts rising. At what temperature will the cylinder explode? तो बेटा देखो, P1 तो जो है हमारा 15 atm गिवन है, P2 12 atm है, and T2 is given as 27 degrees Celsius, which is equal to 273 plus 27, 298 Kelvin. And you have to calculate T1. So by applying the Gay-Lussac's law, P1 upon T1 is equal to P2 upon T2. यहाँ पे बेटा देखो इस क्वेश्चन में हमने क्या है कि वॉल्यूम जो है वो हमारा कांस्टेंट है ना, क्योंकि यहाँ पे सिलेंडर की बात कर रहे हो तो सिलेंडर में तो उतनी ही गैस होगी, तो इसलिए वॉल्यूम जो है वो कांस्टेंट है. तो जब वॉल्यूम कांस्टेंट हो जाएगा हमारे पास तो कौन सा लॉ लगेगा? Gay-Lussac's लॉ. सो P1 T1 is equal to P2 upon T2. So just put the values. 15 divided by T1 is equal to 12 divided by 298. So T1 is equal to 15 into 298 divided by 12. When you solve it out, it comes out to be 375 Kelvin. और अगर डिग्री सेल्सियस में निकालना होगा तो क्या करेंगे बेटा? T1 is equal to 375 minus 273. Simple. So it is 102 degree Celsius. See the next one. A 10-liter container is filled with a gas to a pressure of 2 atm at 0 degrees Celsius. At what temperature will the pressure inside the container be? 2.50 atm. This means P1 is given as 2 atm while P2 is given as 2.50 atm. The volume of a gas is fixed. So T1 is 0 degree Celsius means 273 Kelvin, and you have to find out T2. So simply P1 upon T1 is equal to P2 upon T2. T2 you have to find out means P2 into T1 upon P1. P2 is 2.50 into 273 divided by P1 2. When you solve it out, it comes out to be 341 Kelvin. And in degree Celsius, you can find out T2 is equal to 341 minus 273 means it is 68 degree Celsius. So these type of the problems are simple ones. You can easily do it. Okay, now you will understand the Avogadro's law. Avogadro's law. It is a volume amount relationship, and it states that equal volumes of all gases under similar conditions of temperature and pressure. In this law, what is constant? Temperature and pressure is constant. Contains equal number of molecules. This means that volume is directly proportional to the number of molecules, and these number of molecules is directly proportional to the number of moles. ये जो नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं ये क्या है? नंबर ऑफ मोल्स. तो हम ये कह सकते हैं बेटा कि वॉल्यूम इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द नंबर ऑफ मोल्स. एंड व्हाट इज द कंडीशन? टेम्परेचर एंड प्रेशर इज कांस्टेंट. सो द नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स इन 1 mole ऑफ अ गैस इज इक्वल टू द एवोगाड्रोस नंबर. सो है ना, तो अगर हम 1 mole की बात करते हैं तो वो किसके नाउ 1 mole ऑफ द गैस, अगर 1 mole है गैस का तो ये किसके बराबर होते हैं? Na मीन्स एवोगाड्रोस नंबर. इसके बराबर हमारे मॉलिक्यूल्स हो जाएंगे एवोगाड्रोस नंबर के बराबर. तो अब नंबर ऑफ मोल्स क्या होता है बेटा? नंबर ऑफ मोल्स को हम लिखते हैं गिवन मास अपॉन द मॉलिक्यूलर मास. तो यहाँ पे वॉल्यूम जो है वो डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल हो जाएगा m by m के. एंड टू रिमूव द साइन ऑफ प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी it is a constant is introduced k m upon m. Now if you arrange it, it is m upon k m by v. Mass upon volume is nothing but density. So you can say that mass is equal to k into density, or you can say that the density of a gas is directly proportional to its molar mass. Density of a gas is directly proportional to its molar mass. तो बेटा हमने इस एवोगाड्रोस लॉ से कई चीजें निकाल ली. दैट इज वॉल्यूम इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द नंबर ऑफ मोल्स. नंबर ऑफ मोल्स m by m होते हैं. टू रिमूव द साइन ऑफ प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी वी हैव इंट्रोड्यूस्ड अ कांस्टेंट k, which means m is equal to k into d. d is mass upon volume, so we can generally say that mass is directly proportional to the molar mass, and this is our Avogadro's law. कि volume is directly proportional to the number of moles. Now comes the ideal gas equation. Now what is an ideal gas equation? A gas which obeys Boyle's law, Charles' law and Avogadro's law under all conditions of temperature and pressure is called an ideal gas. लेकिन बेटा ये एक हाइपोथेटिकल कंसेप्ट है. सच अ गैस इज हाइपोथेटिकल, मतलब अभी तक हमारे पास कोई भी गैस हमने ऐसी नहीं डिस्कवर करी है जो कि कंप्लीटली आइडियल हो. तो हम ये कह सकते हैं कि नो गैस इज परफेक्टली आइडियल. नाउ द आइडियल गैस इक्वेशन कैन बी डिराइव्ड बाय यूजिंग द 3 लॉज. दैट इज So according to your Boyle's law, we can say volume is inversely proportional to pressure. और यहाँ पे क्या ले रहे हो आप? At constant temperature and number of moles. Similarly, according to Charles' law, volume is directly proportional to temperature at constant pressure and number of moles. Similarly, according to Avogadro's law, volume is directly proportional to the number of moles, and this is at constant temperature and pressure. Now combining all the three equations, we get that volume is directly proportional to the number of moles multiplied by temperature divided by P. And if we rearrange it, we get that is PV is directly proportional to NT, and to remove the sign of proportionality, a constant is introduced known as gas constant, which is equal to PV is equal to nRT. So this is your ideal gas equation. Here we can write R is gas constant, and the value of R is different at different units. If for a particular gas we take the number of moles to be constant, R is a constant value, so this ideal gas equation can also be written in this way: P1 V1 upon T1 is equal to P2 V2 upon T2. Now we will discuss the ideal gas equation in terms of density. PV is equal to nRT, where n is the number of moles which is equal to the given weight upon the molar mass. So PYV is equal to the given weight upon the molar mass of a gas multiplied by R into T. If you rearrange it, it will be P is equal to W by V into M into R into T. Now weight by volume is nothing but density. It is density. So it becomes pressure is equal to d RT over M, molar mass. If you rearrange it, so M is equal to the molar mass of the gas can be calculated by the help of the density, that is d by P RT. So in terms of density, we can write like this. Now, we'll do a few numerical problems related to the ideal gas equation. See the question. A sample of nitrogen occupies a volume of 320 centimeter cube at STP. Calculate its volume at 546.3 Kelvin and 0.5 bar pressure. Just write what is given to you. P1 is given since it is standard temperature and pressure. So pressure is 1 bar. The pressure changes to 0.5 bar. Then V1 is given 320 centimeter cube, and we have to find out V2. Calculate its volume. T1, since it is standard temperature and pressure, so it is 273.15 Kelvin, and the next temperature T2 becomes 546.3 Kelvin. So according to the gas equation, P1 V1 upon T1 is equal to P2 V2 upon T2. So put the values and calculate for V2. So V2 will be equal to P1 V1 into T2 divided by T1 into P2. So the value of P1 1 into 320 into 546.3 divided by T1 is 273.15 and P2 is 0.5. When you solve it out, it comes out to be 1280 centimeter cube. Just by this, we can solve this numerical problem. See the next one. The density of a gas is found to be 5.46 gram per decimeter cube at 27 degrees centigrade and 2 bar pressure. what will be its density at STP? So here the simple one, since density is given to you, so rho 1 is given to you as 5.46 at 27 degrees centigrade, means T1 is 27 degrees centigrade and we have to convert it into Kelvin. So it is it will be 300 Kelvin. Pressure is given at 2 bar, so P1 is 2 bar. Here, what will be its new density? So, it is asking about the rho 2 density. Now, P2 will be, since it is given at STP, so P2 is 1 bar and temperature is 273.15 Kelvin. So, just put the values and you will get the answer. So, we know that density is equal to P1 M upon R T1. Rho 2 will be also equal to P2 by M upon R T2. So, when we compare it, so rho 1 upon rho 2, density 1 upon density 2 will be equal to P1 T2 upon T1 P2. Because here M and M is common, RR will cancel out. So, this will, now we have to calculate rho 2. So, rho 2 will be equal to rho 1 into T1 into P2 divided by P1 into T2. Just by putting the values, we'll get the answer. So, rho 1 is 5.46 into 300 into P2 is 1 divided by P1 2 and T2 is 273.15. When you solve it out, it comes out to be 3. So, it is 3 grams per decimeter cube density. The new density comes out to be like this. So, you can solve the numerical problem easily. See the next one. The density of a gas is found to be 1.56 grams per liter at 745 millimeter pressure and 60 degrees Celsius. Calculate the molecular mass of the gas. Over here, density is given to you as 1.56 grams per liter. Here, pressure is 745 millimeter of Hg. Now, since it is 745 millimeter of Hg, so if we have to convert it into ATM, it becomes 745 upon 760 ATM. Now, temperature is 60 degrees Celsius, that is equal to 60 plus 273 means 333 Kelvin is your temperature. Now, over here, since we have to calculate the molecular mass is can be calculated by using the relationship PV is equal to nRT. Now, N is the number of moles, that is the given mass upon the molecular mass, R into T, PV. Over here, we have to calculate only M. So, M is equal to weight into R into T upon P into V. Put the values of over here. Now, here the weight will be here, since instead of weight and volume, density is given to you. So, just W by V will be your density. So, dRT over P. So, put the values. Density is 1.56. Value of R in ATM will be equal to 0.0821. So, the value of R is 0.0821 liter ATM, Kelvin minus 1, mole minus 1. बेटा द वैल्यूज ऑफ आर, प्रेशर, वॉल्यूम, इसको हमने डिस्कस किया है अपनी एक वीडियो में. आप उसको देख सकते हो वीडियो को, तो आपको कंसेप्ट क्लियर हो जाएगा कि हमें कहाँ पे कौन सी वैल्यू लगानी है आर की. सो व्हेन इट इज इन द लीटर एंड एटीएम वी यूज द वैल्यू ऑफ आर एज 0.0821. सो इट इज 1.56 into 0.0821 and the temperature is 333 divided by pressure. Pressure is 745 divided by 760 ATM. So the molecular mass comes out to be 43.5 AMU. So simple, the molecular mass of the gas is 43.5. See the next one. At which of the following 4 conditions will the density of nitrogen to be largest? बेटा डेंसिटी के टर्म्स में बात कर रहा है, तो सबसे पहले तो हम अपना फॉर्मूला लिख लेंगे कि डेंसिटी इज इक्वल टू PM बाई RT. समझ में आता है कहां से आया? PV इज इक्वल टू NRT से हम निकाल लेते हैं. तो डेंसिटी इज इक्वल टू P बाई M RT. सिंस M इज कांस्टेंट, R इज कांस्टेंट, तो ये जो डेंसिटी होगी ये किसके ऊपर प्रोपोर्शनल है बेटा? प्रेशर बाई टेम्परेचर के, इसके रेशियो पे. तो ये रेशियो जितना ज्यादा होगा ये डेंसिटी उतनी ज्यादा होगी. और ये डेंसिटी रेशियो कब ज्यादा होगा? जब प्रेशर ज्यादा होगा और टेम्परेचर कम होगा. तो आप इसमें से ऑप्शन सेलेक्ट कर सकते हो आसानी से. प्रेशर किस में ज्यादा है? प्रेशर बी ऑप्शन में और डी ऑप्शन में ज्यादा है, 2 ATM 2 ATM. बट द टेम्परेचर शुड बी लोअर. तो लोअर वाला टेम्परेचर कहाँ है? द बी पार्ट, 273 केल्विन. सो हियर इट विल बी द बी ऑप्शन, जहां पे हमारी टेम्परेचर कम है, प्रेशर ज्यादा है. सी द नेक्स्ट वन क्वेश्चन. What percent of a sample of nitrogen must be allowed to escape if its temperature, pressure and volume are to be changed from this to this? Means हमें परसेंट निकालना है नाइट्रोजन का कि वो कितना escape out हो सकता है. क्या क्या गिवन है? P1 is 3 ATM while volume is 1.65 liter and T1 is 220 डिग्री सेल्सियस. और इसको हम किस में कन्वर्ट कर लेंगे? केल्विन में. सो इट इज 493 केल्विन. नाउ इट इज चेंजिंग टू P2 इज 0.7 ATM, V2 is 1 liter, T2 is 110 degree Celsius plus 273, that gives you 383 Kelvin. अब हम सिंपल यूज करेंगे बेटा. PV is equal to nRT, so PV is equal to nRT. इससे हम N1 निकाल लेंगे. P1 V1 अपॉन R T1 और N2 होगा बेटा P2 V2 अपॉन R T2. तो अब हमें क्या निकालना है? ये हमसे पूछ रहा है व्हाट परसेंट. तो जब परसेंटेज निकालना है तो हमें फ्रैक्शन निकालना पड़ेगा कि कितना फ्रैक्शन जो है वो हमारा एस्केप आउट होगा. तो फ्रैक्शन कैसे निकालोगे? N2 by N1 से. So this will be equal to P2 V2 by, since R is, so R can be cancelled out over here. It is T2 multiply by T1 over P1 V1. तो आप वैल्यूज को पुट कर दीजिए तो ये आ जाएगा बेटा हमारे पास. So it will come out as, now P2 is 0.7 into 1 divided by the value of T2 is 383 multiply by T1 is 493 divided by 3 into 1.65. When you solve it out, it comes out to be 0.182. सॉल्व कर लेना बेटा, देखिएगा करके. नाउ अब आपका क्या हुआ बेटा? तो कितना फ्रैक्शन जो है वो एस्केप आउट हो जाएगा. अगर नंबर ऑफ मोल्स जो है वो हमारे पास 1 है तो फ्रैक्शन जो है वो कैसे निकालोगे? 1 में से 0.182 को सब्ट्रैक्ट करके. डेट कम्स आउट टू बी 0.818. सो परसेंट ऑफ गैस एस्केप्ड विल बी इक्वल टू 0.818 into 100. सो इट कम्स आउट टू बी 81.8%. तो इतना हमारी गैस एस्केप आउट हो जाएगी. सो विच ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट? So which option is correct over here? D option, 81.8. So you can simply see this problem, solve this problem like this. See the next one. 10 liter cylinder of oxygen at 4 ATM pressure and 17 degree Celsius developed a leak. अब क्या हुआ? सिलेंडर में क्या हो गया? लीक हो गया. तो जब लीक होगा बेटा तो इनिशियली हमारे पास P1 कितना है? 4. V1 कितना है? 4 ATM. V1 is 10 liter while the temperature is 17 degree Celsius. Means you have to convert it into Kelvin. So 17 plus 273 means 290 Kelvin. When the leak was repaired, the pressure becomes 2.50 of oxygen remained in the cylinder still at 17 degree centigrade. Temperature हमारा same रह गया. How many moles of the gas escape out? The same one. So by the help of this we can calculate N1. So N1 is equal to P1 V1 upon R T1. Over here, since the value pressure is taken as ATM, volume is taken in liters, so the value of R will be 0.0821. So it will be pressure, putting the values over here, pressure is 4, volume is 10 divided by 0.0821 into temperature is 290. So when you solve it out, it comes out to be 1.683 moles. अब हमने क्या किया बेटा, अब हमारे पास जो है, जब हमारे पास when the leak was repaired, प्रेशर इतना है, रिमेन इतना, तो अगर हम ये अज्यूम करते हैं कि सिलेंडर की कैपेसिटी जो है वो तो 10 लीटर ही रही, तो N2 जो है वो कितना हो जाएगा नाउ, P2 V2 by R T2. It will be equal to P2 is 2.50 ATM मल्टीप्लाई बाई 10 लीटर्स, वॉल्यूम है 10 लीटर का सिलेंडर है, ऑक्सीजन उसके अंदर, R की वैल्यू 0.0821 into and the temperature is 17 degree centigrade means again 290 Kelvin. So when you solve it out, it comes out to be 1.05 mole. So how many moles are escape out? So moles, so N2 or you can say N1 moles escaped will be equal to N1 minus N2. It is 1.683 minus 1.05, that comes out to be 0.63 mole. Hope you have understood the numerical problems based on the ideal gas equation. Keep practicing. Stay home. Stay safe. Thank you.